Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all well, feeling good and blessed. I wanted to make a new video today, and this one is on education and the importance of education. I have a little bit of laryngitis. So I used to go about in pity for myself because I thought that the kids who had parents that told them they would go to college, that they would get degrees, that they would be scientists and doctors and senators, had a leg up on me, and a lot of people like me. And so I always felt like that gave them an edge over me in being successful. And it probably did. But as you know, my mom recently passed away, and after she did, I realized that she used to always call me noble. And she didn't mean that in the aristocratic way. She meant it in the way that, you know, you would try to honor what you say. You try to do the right thing. You don't try to hurt people or take advantage of them. And I stopped there because I'm not trying to toot my own horn. But also after she passed away, I saw a quote from Albert Einstein that said it's better to be of value to society than be seen as a success by it. And I think the message my mom gave me actually reinforces that. And the fact that someone as smart as Einstein said it makes me think, you know, she was onto something. And I'm sad I didn't realize it before she passed away so I could thank her for it. Now, in Mexican culture, they have a thing that is called mal educado. And that means you're poorly educated. And it's used as a weapon against people. If you're called mal educado, it's bad. A synonym would be malcriado, which means poorly raised. And so it's a reflection on your parents. And, you know, another little story is that once my mom's uncle from Mexico came to visit us, and he's fairly wealthy over there. And we lived in the projects, and there was a tree. There wasn't a lot of trees, but there was a tree there. And as kids, we would climb the trees, and we were playing in it. And when they walked by, we waved to them, and then they went on to chat with the adults. Later on, I heard that, you know, because my grandfather was kind of well-to-do as well, that they went back and said, your grandson is mal educado, because I didn't come down from that tree and shake their hand. And so lately, man, I'm sweaty, it's hot in here. You know, I've been trying to teach my kids those lessons. And I've started with very basic ones. You know, I told them, when you engage an older black woman, if her name is Sharon, you call her Miss Sharon. When you engage with an older Mexican lady, if her name is Maria, you call her Doña Maria. If she's with her husband and his name is Pedro, you call him Don Pedro. And I tell them that people will value them for this, because you're giving those folks a respect just based before you even know them. And you're being humble if you really mean to give them that respect. And if it's white folks, ma'am, sir, you know, I told them that as well. And there's other things, at least in my culture, where if you go to a party, you go around and say hi to everybody. And when you leave, you make sure to go thank the host. And when you go, and I'm sure that's probably across all cultures, not just mine. And so that's an education. And an education can also be described as being taught to do things differently. Fred Nietzsche said that love has to be learned. And I thought that was kind of deep, because if we're not taught to do things differently, we might just grab stuff and eat it and not really think that it could hurt others, because no one told us it could hurt them. And so that's an education. And I know a lot of people value success and the opinions of others in this world. So I wanted to share another quote. This one's from Coco Chanel, who was an icon of fashion, of pretty much everything folks who maybe follow social media, like, fashion, high glam, nice foods, all eyes on me, and they do it glamorously. So here's her quote. It's not the appearance, it's the essence. It's not the money, it's the education. It's not the clothes, it's the class. And I think she's saying the same thing in all three sections: essence, education, and class. Having an education means you have class. And the education I'm talking about is not the one you get from college. That's a formal education. I'm talking about education, not being mal educado. Now, I know a lot of people watch prison channels, and I watch them too. And you see folks talk about the kind of respect that's expected in certain places. And I think that if you give folks that type of respect anywhere, it will also be appreciated. That said, I will also say that there'll be more parts to this coming. I hope to really help folks learn to look at things a little bit differently.